Hi guys, welcome to the Soul Escape. I hope you guys are doing well and I hope you guys are liking the videos. So, let's ask today, how are you guys doing at work? Are you happy with the work? Are you doing the right things at the work? Is this work good for you? So, let's just ask how you're doing at work and what you're doing wrong, what you're doing right, and pick out an advice for you, pull out an advice card as well. Before that, let us start with this Buddhist wheel meditation ritual that we do most of the times. I try to do this. Focus on the wheel and make a wish or an affirmation that you want to be multiplied by 1,000 times. So thank you guys for participating in this ritual. So this is a Buddhist wheel and whatever you pray for gets multiplied by 1,000 times. That's why I like to do this. This is also for me, it clears the negative energies or some stagnant energy. It gets cleared away. Although other people, I've never seen anyone use it to drive away negative energies, but for me it really works. So I do that. And thank you guys for participating in this. Let's start with the readings. So these are your piles. Pile number 1, it's the king. Pile number 2, the queen. Pile 3, the knight. And pile 4, this is the pawn. And so you can call this the page. So choose a pile and let's see how you're doing at your work, job, career, business, studies, anything that you do in a project, an intern, maybe you are somewhere. So whatever work that you do, whatever you consider to be work, how are you doing in that work? So pile number 1, welcome to your reading. You chose this king and let's see how you are doing at your work. Some card wants to fall out already. And how are you doing at your work? We are going to pull 3. Too many cards really want to talk to you because so many cards want to fly out. Many cards want to fly out. Something very important with your work going on. So let's pull 3 cards. Let's pull another one. And how are you? Okay, let's also pull out cards right now for what you're doing right at workplace. Okay, in your work. What you're doing wrong and an advice for you. So the advice will be here. And the camera is not capturing the whole thing, but still we can manage. We can manage with this. So what do we have for you? How are you doing at your work? 8 of Wands, moving energy, movement. Energy is strong, it's going forward. 3 of Pentacles is the work card. So pretty good till now. And we have the death and rebirth. So what I see from this is there was communication, there was letters being exchanged, emails, phone calls, texts were there. Maybe you were really communicating with somebody, or there was this very action oriented energy, like you were really inspired to do a lot of work, put in a lot of effort and start something, do things, driven and all that. So very passionate energy was going on. And you were putting it into some kind of a teamwork business. There was teamwork. 3 people could be involved, or there's a team of more than 3 people. Sometimes it's a team of 2 people, but usually it's 3 or more people. And it can be like a friends group or people, your colleagues. You are like friends together, you work together, and there is division of labor. People do different, like there's a team and some people do some work and other person does the other work. That kind of a thing was going on. Lots of phone calls were going on, and suddenly that project stopped, or that thing, that whole business, it does not mean that it just came to an end or just completely ended, but it can be like a temporary break was there. It ended something, but because this card is about death and rebirth, it's saying that if it ended, it's going to start again, or it has already started again after ending. Also, alternatively, your work can be something that is contractual based, or it's like it starts and then it ends and then you take a rest for some time, then again there is a lot of phone calls, lots of people working together, then it ends and then there's a break, like the way it is in contractual works. So it's like that kind of a work, and it's showing me a pretty good picture. You're doing good at your work. The only thing that is here is this death card. If this your work is contractual, then it is obvious that there will be a death card in the end, because it's ending until the next contract comes in. But otherwise, if your business stopped or anything ended, then the situation will change. There's going to be a rebirth in the situation. It's going to maybe the same thing will come back in a different form, or a different work will come to you. So let's ask more clarification about this death card here. Four of Cups. So yes, you're feeling like you're without work. There is nothing to do. Not much is happening now that it has stopped, now that things are temporarily broken. Maybe, like I said, it can be very small break. So maybe like you were expecting phone calls since 2 days and 3 days or 4 days, and the phone calls have not come, the work has not come since 3-4 days. So the break can be just as small as 3 days, 4 days. So you're feeling bored, you're feeling, I don't know if this is working out, I don't know if this is good, I don't know if something is happening here, I don't know how the work is going. You're feeling in that mood. Maybe you also don't feel like working. You might feel bored, you might feel distracted, you might feel like, I want to focus on something else, not this. So let's see what you're doing right. The Judgment. Yes, you know that this thing will restart, and the Judgment is, you believe, you trust, you have faith in this work, you have faith that things will start again. If there was something, like I said, it stopped, then you already know that it will come back, and you have faith, you have trust that there's going to be a rebirth. So Judgment card is very completely opposite of Death card. So Death card is like the ending, and Judgment is coming back to life after death. So Judgment card is when something ended and it comes back to life again. So you know that something will happen, something will work out for you, and you know that you're on the right path. For some of you, you know that this path is like divinely guided. There is God intervening in your situation. You have already been, always been protected by higher forces. And this time also, your work is being protected by higher forces. So you know these things. There's this internal belief going on, very strong, that yes, it is for me. Yes, I can do this. Yes, I have faith. Things will work out. So those are the things that you are doing right according to the universe. That energy that you are in, positivity, that energy is right. That energy is encouraged for you. What you're doing wrong, 9 of Wands. So 9 of Wands is when you yourself put stubbornness into this thing, into the situation, like saying no a lot. You're saying no to opportunities, you're saying no to people. For example, this is a client based work, so phone calls come and you say no. So this death can also represent you stopping the work. You always say no. You not always, but maybe many times you say no. It can also be because why do you say no? Could be that you are not interested that much right now. Could be that you're thinking there could be other options. I don't like these options that I have. I'm not sure. There's some kind of, that kind of a feeling going on. So maybe for some people it's like that you're bored, that you're not interested, that you're looking at other options, that you're always confused whether to do this or that. So you keep saying no instead of coming to a decision. Now Judgment is what you're doing right. Judgment is also taking a decision. So yes, it's encouraging you to take decisions. So in this work, whenever you have taken a strong decision, it will turn out to be good for you. Take strong decisions, be decisive. Don't resist the opportunities that are coming. Don't say no so much. Be open, because here it is showing me that you have been open in the past in this work. It's not like you're always saying no. You have been open and accepting and trusting the situation. and thinking that yeah, this will work out. So that is the energy that is encouraged. When sometimes you go into this pessimistic energy of no and stubbornness and resisting, and this will not happen, and I'm alone in this. Nine of Wands can also, like, she's feeling alone in this, her against the rest of the world. The whole world is against me and I'm against the whole world. Competition, that kind of a feeling that nobody understands my work, nobody appreciates my work, nobody is there for me, that kind of a feeling is not encouraged. So this is what you're doing wrong. You probably do this also, that is why this death and rebirth card is here, because it's stopping and restarting. I see that maybe you could have, you could be in two minds about this. So what is the advice for you? The advice for you is Nine of Pentacles. It's saying there is a lot of financial opportunity here. You can harvest, a lot. If you just stick to this, if you keep doing this, there is so much that will come out of it in terms of material gains, in terms of, physical health, beauty also, and riches, just a good life. If you're looking at a good life, then this work can bring you a good life. Also, the advice is to, how to put it, it's not like investing money, but making your work look beautiful. If that requires investing money, then yes, but it's more about making your work look beautiful, like it's flourishing, like you're interested in it, like you're investing in it. The Nine of Pentacles is a very posh kind of card, like make it look elegant, make it look posh. Also, this is about you yourself. When, like, I don't know, this advice might sound like unnecessary for some people, but when tarot is telling you, it's like taking care of your body, taking care of your health, your body in this work. Maybe you're neglecting your health, and how you look, how you present yourself, what you wear to work, how you, your own well-being. Mainly it's about loving yourself. Nine of Pentacles is physical, giving yourself physical love, in the sense that buying things for yourself, buying clothes, taking care of your skin, of your health. And maybe for some people, if you are in some kind of an industry where looking good is important, or health is important, nutrition is important, also presentation is important. So those are the areas that you need to pay attention to. So this is what I'm getting here. It's a card of richness. If you understand, add some richness to your work, the way it looks. Yeah, so that is the advice for you, and it's a pretty good reading. I think more or less you're doing good at your work. And trust God, trust the divine plan with regards to this work, because Judgment card always comes out when there is divine intervention going on. So if it stopped, it's going to start again. If you're having doubts about other options and all, then this work is good. This looks good to me. So we're going to do more of career readings, so you can watch those other readings to see which other options can you explore. But right now it's saying trust God, this is a good plan, and there's money in it, there's riches in it. So thank you, pile number 1, the king one. Let's go to the pile number 2. You chose this queen, you chose this one. So let's see how you're doing at your work, how you're doing at your job, at your business, at your work, profession, project, studies, anything that is official, that is formal. It's not necessarily that you're paid for it, like studies is also work. So how are you doing at your work? Pull 3 cards for that, and then what you're doing right, okay, what you're doing wrong, and the advice for you in this situation. So back of the energy, the energy of the deck, the last card is the King of Pentacles. So that means there's this energy already of big money, stability, financial security, wealth, all that is the theme here in your life with regards to this work. So if you're manifesting that, in the sense that this is what your work revolves around. Everybody's work revolves around money, but King of Pentacles is the biggest money card. So let's see what we have for you. Why did the King of Pentacles show up as the energy of the deck? We'll find out. So what is Three of Cups is here, how you're doing at your work. Three of Cups is here. The Ten of Pentacles, interesting. And the Devil. What I'm getting from this is your work involves a lot of people, groups of people, could be, women. A lot of women are related to your work, and it's making you a lot of money. It's very prosperous. It's a big business. It's like a big business. There's richness, and the Devil is enhancing that energy of money, greed. And greed can be in a good way. When you're talking about a successful business, then this Devil card can show a lot of focus on only finances, focus on only the material thing. And human interaction can be neglected because of that. Human emotions and all those things, they can be neglected when it comes to your work. So yes, your work does concern people, like HR work concerns people. But at the same time, it's a big company maybe, or a very posh, big, well established business, or a very well paying job. So that is the situation that I'm getting here. Or if you are not in such a situation, then that is what is attracting you. That is what is calling to you, like this Devil is calling you towards all of this. This is where your work is leading you. It's leading you to big financial prospects, and also so much of financially well off energy is here that it can be a trap. It can be like the trap of greed. Devil is addiction to money, addiction to work, being a workaholic. And you can also be socializing a lot because of your work. You're going to networking and parties and people, social gatherings because of work. So somehow people are very much a part of your work. So the more you are in connection with people, the more money you make, the more business you get, the more flourishing your work becomes. So people are important here. What else can I get? So you definitely look like you're employed, you're having a business, and the business is going in a great direction. It's going towards a lot of financial prosperity, abundance. Let's see what you're doing right, the High Priestess. You're listening to your intuition when it comes to work. You're listening to the inner guidance, inner calling. Your work can be related to education, or literally it can be spirituality, astrology, tarot reading, and those things. So that is the thing that you're doing right, that you're focusing yourself on your inner voice, on your intuition, on knowledge, on education, on if you're a tarot reader, then giving tarot readings and being connected with the higher forces, meditation, doing spiritual work, doing inner work. So the more you do this inner work, the more you do this meditation, spiritual work and all that, the more your prospects of this progress and financial abundance are increasing. And people will also be very attracted to you, because when you work, it attracts a lot of huge crowd towards you. So it's possible that your work is also related to fame or popularity, or a lot of people knowing you, a lot of people wanting to connect with you. That thing is happening here. What is it that you're doing wrong? I mixed up this one. What you're doing wrong? 10 of Wands. You're taking too much burden on yourself, too much responsibility. Like in the previous one, the person was saying no all the time. This one is the opposite. You're taking too much responsibility and too much work on yourself, and you're feeling pressurized, overwhelmed by the pressure of work, by the amount of work that you take on yourself. If you see this card, you'll understand This is like a beast of burden. So this animal has too much of load on him, and the woman is also here. She is also carrying all this load. There's this load in her hands, and there's this journey which has been so difficult already. There's been mountains, and the traveling has been so difficult. You're very tired, you're very stressed out because of how much you have worked in the past, and now also you're just going on doing it like this beast of burden. So it's like you're not taking pity on yourself at all, you're not being easy at all, you're just overworking, overdoing. Really heavy energy I'm getting. Lots of burden you're taking on yourself. So because that is what, when we take a lot of work, we generate a lot of money. That is true. So this is a problem that this is the wrong thing that you're doing. Maybe you need to ease out a little bit, take it easy. You're also falling into greed with this. Now I can see that maybe this is true, that you're falling into greed about material work, materialism, money, and because of which you're just taking on too much work, too much pressure. What you're doing right is sometimes you meditate, sometimes you do spiritual work, sometimes you let go of this material burden and goals and pressure and work, deadlines and stress of work, taking on too many clients, those kind of things. And sometimes you just relax, you listen to your inner voice, you get in touch. This is that other side of divine feminine energy, by the way. One is Empress, and the other side of divine feminine energy is High Priestess, because High Priestess is like the third eye. It's the listening to your third eye. So if you can see, there's this third eye also getting illuminated. So this is also, you get in touch with your divine feminine energy sometimes through spirituality. That is good. That is good for you. You need to do more of that. Otherwise you will burn out, you will be exhausted. This is what I'm seeing here. Also, women are connected with your work a lot. So it's good if you connect with your inner divine feminine energy. If you're working for women, then this is good. So what is the advice for you? Fool, again, like I said, Fool is a childlike energy. Fool doesn't take that much stress about work. Fool does not become anxious or takes too much of burden. It's a child. It's literally the 0 card of the whole tarot deck. So it's a child that does whatever they want. They give themselves the freedom to breathe and have fun and enjoy and take life in a light manner sometimes. Have a cup of coffee, enjoy life, enjoy the little things in life, and be curious about small things, be happy about small things. So this is the advice here. On a practical level, the Fool card is start something new, start something small, and do not think about big chunks of money, do not think about big chunks of clients, big chunk of something. You don't need a major big share right now of anything. Right now what you need is small little things, small little steps. Little bit of money is fine, a few number of clients is okay. It's like also telling me, for some of you, your business has only started. It's like in the infant stage right now. So don't expect it to be a major event at this point. It's going to take its time, like a child grows up slowly. That's how your work will also grow slowly. So don't worry about that much of don't worry about goals and all those things that much. Don't be a workaholic, don't be greedy right now. This is not the time to be in that greedy workaholic material energy. It's time to be in a childlike energy, in a spiritual energy. Have fun with your female friends and have a chat with them, call them up, talk to them about emotions and those girly things. So don't go into that, overburden yourself with work, that kind of energy. Be on this side more, this side more. So be easy on yourself. That is what I'm getting for you. Let me see if there's anything else. Your work can also involve children. Like I said, this is education. You could be a teacher. So Fool is little children, young kids. It could be related to teaching young kids. And this is you with other teachers. So this is probably only for some people here. So it's telling you that if you're looking for some student or children, then yes, the advice is to wait for the child to show up, wait for children to show up, wait for students to show up. And that is what I have for you. Let's get some more cards to see advice. 7 of Cups. Again, I'm getting a very dreamy energy. Advice is again 7 of Cups. Fool is here. This is like imagination. Imagine more, create more, be more creative, be more imaginative. Let yourself go with the flow. So flow and have more kind of how to explain, feminine energy, creativity, instead of go, do, deadlines and stress and anxiety. Have more of that kind of trust the universe and just go with the flow and be creative. Do things that make your heart feel good, do things that make fulfill your soul. Okay, that is what is required of you right now, because your work seems to be of that type. It has that element also of where you have to connect with women, or you have to connect with people, you have to connect with children. So that connection is like heart to heart kind of connection, energetic connection, emotional connection. All that is very important. So for that you have to be inner flow has to be there, creativity. So now I'm just repeating myself. I think I'll end this reading here. So thank you, pile number 2. If you like the reading, please hit like and subscribe and share with other friends and family. And so please also tell me what you want me to make videos on. I really appreciate your input, whether it be positive or negative. So let's move on to pile number 3. Pile number 3, you chose this sorry. You chose the Knight. So let's see, how are you doing at your work, projects, business, profession, studies, whatever it is, any kind of work. How are you doing at your work? What you're doing right, what you're doing wrong, and an advice for you. Queen of Swords. Your work can be related to intelligence, using your brains, being, how to explain this, like a lawyer, using your brain more than your heart. So that kind of a thing can be a theme in your work. So let's see how you're doing at your work. Knight of Pentacles, good, slow, stable energy. Things are just slow and stable. And the 5 of Swords, feeling defeated, and the High Priestess. So High Priestess, like I said in the previous one also, it was there. Your work can be related to thinking, feeling, teaching, education, spiritual work, tarot readings, astrology, psychology, inner things basically, or just work related to education. Also, it can be that your work is secret. You like to keep your work, your projects, everything secret from other people. And the reason for that could be, for that secrecy, mystery, maybe there are things in your work that are hidden from you, that are mysterious. You don't understand certain things, because of which you feel that you don't know how to make money. So I'll explain the story in a different way. Your work is kind of bringing in money for you. It's slow, it's steady, and it's kind of boring and slow. So that is making you feel like defeated at your work. You feel like the money is not coming in. You feel like there is no excitement, no action, no how to put it, growth, like big growth, sudden growth, excitement, something that makes you feel alive about your work. That is not there. Also, there could be people who talk about you in a negative sense. Could be people at your work, but it could be friends, relatives, family. Any person who talks about you badly, who spreads rumors about you at your workplace or otherwise about your work. They gossip how you work, how much you earn. Those type of negativity is going on, and it really affects you on a deep level. It really affects you on an internal level. For some people, this can also be like, it makes you feel like you want to jump off the mountain or jump off a building. Like I don't know if I should say it, but suicidal kind of feeling. So that much of stress you're getting because of how your work is going. It's going slowly. It's maybe money is coming in, but it's not what you wanted. Something is very much hurting your head. It's disappointing. And also it's that you don't understand certain aspects of this work. Some things are like a mystery, some things are hidden, some things are confusing, and that is like, that is also hurting your head. So you want to know more, you want to understand more, you want some kind of an inner guidance to come from this, inner guidance to come regarding your work. You really want to understand why to do this, how to do this, what will this bring me. So you want to tap in to your inner guidance, inner wisdom, higher forces, spirit guides to tell you whether to continue this or not. Now, this is for some people. For other people, this can literally be you're a tarot reader, as simple as that. Or you're a psychic or astrologer or something that is related to spirituality, or like a teacher, education. So that is what I have for you. So what you're doing right, Knight of Wands, you don't give up. Knight of Wands is, no matter what happens, you find a way to become excited about it again. Like also you travel a lot because of your work, or in spite of your work, you find a way to travel, and that traveling makes you happy. You find happiness in that traveling that you do. So that is the good thing that you do. It's encouraging you to keep traveling. So when you travel, maybe you get more ideas because you feel more alive. When you're traveling, you get more ideas, you feel alive, you feel energetic. It's encouraging you. Also, there is internally, you're this person who is not easily defeated. If somebody talks badly about your work, they don't appreciate you, they criticize your work or something, you find some kind of peace within yourself, and you become like happy and excited about it again. So it's difficult to beat you down. That is what you're doing right. You're going ahead with it. You're not stopping your work. You're still continuing. You're still moving. You're still doing projects. You're still doing the work that you need to do. Some of you can be working in, like, your work can be related to parties or entertainment, or like if you understand this card, it's like a party, maybe a party happening, or some music is going on, so, and dancing, and also excitement at work. See, somehow either you're connected to this work, entertainment and all, or you find a way to be excited at your workplace. You have friends, you become happy with them, you chat with them, and you party with them, you have fun. So that is correct. That is what is encouraged. The universe is encouraging you to do that. So different people can be in different situations. So for some it can be travel, for others it can be party, for others it can be entertainment, work. So this is correct. Let's see what you're doing wrong. Three of Swords. Heartbreak, sadness, feeling disappointed, conflicts. Maybe some of you have a love situation also going on, which is heartbreaking, and that is affecting your work. So this is what you're doing wrong. You're letting your emotions, get the better of you. You're letting your emotions rule here. Your heartbreak rule you. You're letting your depression rule you. That is what you're doing wrong. So it's this is encouraged. Happiness and excitement, positivity, traveling, partying, all that is encouraged. And being sad, crying, being depressed about it. Also, you could be depressed about the work in itself, or the people who talk negatively about your work, spread rumors, criticize your work. That can also be hurting you. So to take those things to heart, to believe in people's words about you. So doing that is wrong. Doing that is not encouraged. so that this is what you're doing wrong. You don't have to listen to people's criticism or let it affect your heart, let it affect you internally. So find a way to be excited, find a way to travel, live your life and be happy. People will talk, people will always criticize. That kind of a feeling I'm getting here. And what is the advice for you is the Wheel of Fortune. It's saying that big changes are coming very soon, big changes will be there. And let's also pull one more card. The Hierophant. We have two major arcanas here. We have three major arcanas. What's going on? A big change, very important change is coming into your life. Either it has already started or it will come in a near future, 1 month from now or 2 months from now. So it is going to be a very fortunate change. You will find yourself in a position of authority, stronger than before, and more like people will look up to you. You will be like an authority, like a guru, or like if you are in education, then this is promotion and education also. This is Hierophant. Hierophant is like the professor. It's like the teacher of a high caliber. It's a judge. It's any authority, official authority. It's also a religious leader, somebody who can tell right from wrong. That kind of a spiritual guru, that kind of a thing is coming. Like that authority will come into your work. That people will look at you in that way. They'll look up to you. Okay, and Moon is again very similar to High Priestess. Some of you are doing psychic work. So your work may relate to being a psychologist, psychic, astrologer, inner things, emotional things. Some of you, not all, but some. And for other people, this is saying that when you get to that position of authority in the near future, then your inner feelings will also get solved. Your inner emotions, like we talked about, those things will get solved. And now I understand this Queen of Swords energy back of the deck. You, because of how things are going at your work, you might feel alone. You might feel like people are rejecting your work. You might feel like me against the world, that kind of a feeling, or I'm alone in this and I need to fight the whole world. I need to be a fighter. That kind of a, this is coming from a place of pain and also feeling like rejected for the work that you have done or the efforts that you have. So this is what is explaining to me your whole energy. So yes, expect for that big change, and it's going to give you something very big, an understanding, a deep understanding of how things should be at your work. They'll also come, that will also come. So because in the beginning we saw you do not have an understanding of how to work, how to make this happen, how to make this successful, that understanding will come to you very soon, and it will come from within your inner subconscious mind, your own inner feelings. So listen to your inner feelings. That is what I have for pile number 3. I hope you guys like the reading, and please comment down below if you liked it. Please hit like and share with other people, your friends and family, and subscribe to my channel. Also tell me what other videos you want me to make, questions, post your questions down below. And let's move on to pile number 4. Pile number 4, you chose this pawn, okay? And let's see how you are doing at your work. Oh, so many cards want to fall out. I don't know if I should consider these. Okay, let's just pull different cards. Whew. So I'm sorry about that. I've been making too many videos today. So pile number 4. How you're doing at your work? What you're doing right, what you're doing wrong, and the advice for you regarding this work. It could be work, project, studies, something that you earn through, something that you don't earn through. Work is work. 7 of Pentacles is the energy of the deck. 7 of Pentacles is you have invested in this work emotionally, mentally, financially, materially, efforts through studying a lot. You have done a lot, okay? Now you're just waiting for the results to come. So that is what is going on, and this can be, slow, like a slow growth. Like you have done, put the seed, and you're waiting for the tree to come out, you're waiting for the plant to come out and that plant to become a tree. That kind of a feeling is going on here. So let's see how you're doing at your work. Nine of Swords, very sad card. The Tower, very very sad card. And the Ace of Pentacles is a beautiful card. So initially a lot of sadness, as if everything ended, it's never going to work out. You are up at night, you cannot sleep at night because of your work situation. Yeah, there's been anxiety, there's been depression, there has been, like when I say depression, Tower and Nine of Swords together can mean a literal depression, okay? Like serious mental health, failing mental health because of tension and stress and anxiety, frustration about your work situation. But in the end, we have a new opportunity, and this new opportunity can come in the form of money, phone calls, letters, emails, texts, a business document, any kind of like I said, a letter. Yes. So this is a new business opportunity, new financial opportunity, job proposal, something new in the end is here. So I do see some kind of positivity towards the end. This has already come into your life, or it will come into your life very soon, within a period of, let's say, 1 month or 2 months. You can expect something good, some opportunity to come. So let's see what you're doing right. Eight of Swords as something right. So what you're doing right is you are restricting, like I said, you have been feeling all this sadness and depression, frustration, restriction also, like you want to do something but you're not able to because there are situations that stop you from doing that, circumstances that don't allow you, people that don't allow you to do that. Maybe maybe you want to do something and like the government does not allow you to do it, parents don't allow you to do it, you have a child and you can't do it, for some reason you're feeling restricted. So you have accepted that restriction, and it's a good thing, because maybe sometimes in life we have these restrictions that we really can't do anything about. For example, the government, you want to do something but you do not have a degree to do that, so that is something that is a restriction. But this restriction is, we can't do anything about it. So you have accepted that restriction and you have learned to move on from it. You have learned to see that that restriction was only one of the obstacles, that is not the final thing. You have also realized that you are free in this situation. At the end of the day, you are free and independent and sovereign. So you have dealt with that depression, you have dealt with that frustration, you have dealt with all the negativity, and now you have come out of that negativity and feeling like a free person. You have looked yourself in the mirror so many times and you have seen that that person looking back at me from the mirror. If you understand this card, that restricted person is not you, and that is not going to be you. So you are this healed person, you have healed from this. So this is what you're doing right. This is turning into more like an emotional reading, because in this work you have gone through emotional problems. What you're doing wrong is Ace of Cups. I don't know how this is wrong, unless you are in love and you are letting your love life affect your work, or you have fallen in love with someone at your workplace, or you have fallen in love with your boss, or something that is not allowed, that is restricting. That is socially not allowed, or not allowed in your company according to company rules, something of that sort. So love is a problem here. Love is a problem. What you're doing wrong, maybe you're not looking at the practical aspect. Okay, this might sound harsh. you are probably not looking at the practical aspect, you're only thinking emotionally, and that emotionality is not good in this situation. What's the advice for you? King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles can be you in a financial context, that there, the advice is that there is big potential in you, big potential in this work or in this opportunity. So take this opportunity. King of Pentacles is the highest money card that we have. You can really build an empire with this if you want. King of Pentacles can give you all the financial abundance that you can think of. So you can be this King of Pentacles. For other people, like I said, this can be your employer, your boss, or for some people this can be your husband also. Depends on who do you associate the King of Pentacles with. It's usually a person who gives you money. So for some people this can be your employer. For some people this can be your father. For some people this can be just a person who advises you about money, a financial advisor. Like a relative or a father or somebody who gives you financial help, financial advice. So King of Pentacles is the man you associate with money. So this is the advice here. This person can help you, and if there is no such person here, then it's telling me that it's you who can. I mean, both the meanings are there. Cards don't talk in one meaning, there are always layers. So it's like it's asking you to take help from somebody who can help you with money, who is experienced and who's capable of giving you good financial advice, good advice when it comes to career. Talk to this person, and this person's energy will. How do you identify who this person is? This person's energy will calm you down. If you have been very depressed or stressed out about finances, work, then this is a person who will make you feel stable, will make you feel like you have calmed down after talking to this person. Not somebody who just pressurizes you to work more and puts you in a more nervous position. So this is how you identify this person. Also, financial advisor and boss or employer. For some people, you can go and talk to your boss about all this problem that you're having. Okay, so this is the person. And what else? I was about to ask one more thing. Yes, I'm getting a very strong feeling. It's somebody who gives you money, employer, boss, or a person who gives you money. If you're unemployed, your father, or if you are dependent on some man for finances, then this is that man. So you talk to him about all these things, and they can give you money, they can give you employment, they can give you a job, they can give you what you're looking for. And that is a good idea. Also, if you are in love with your boss, then it is not encouraging you to be in love with your boss. It's telling you to stop thinking emotionally here and start thinking more in terms of practicality, because that is putting you in a state of depression. So also, if this is not a love situation, then also emotionality is putting you in a state of depression. How can you deal with your emotions better? I want to know this. So, Knight of Swords, Ten of Swords. Just run away. I don't know if this is a good advice, but I'll just say what I'm seeing here. Run away from emotions. End those emotions. Say bye-bye to those emotions that are putting you in a state of depression. It can be ending a love, ending a crush that you had. Just run away from that as if it's a life and death matter, because that is really hurting you. So run away from emotionality and end that. It's going to be very cold, but do this cold thing. You have to do this cold thing of running away from emotions and just ending your emotions right now. So stop being emotional, stop thinking from the heart. And I don't want to say that, but for some people, stop being an emotional fool, if I can say that, because this is what I'm seeing. It's a bit harsh, but focus on practicality, focus on running away from emotions. At this time, it is necessary. Grounding is very necessary. Like if you can do some root chakra work, root chakra meditation, if you can understand what grounding is all about, it's when you come out of that world of emotions and feelings and just think about the practical things in life. like the things you can touch and feel and see. It can be as grounding work can be as simple as holding a cup of coffee and drinking coffee from that, while you can feel every sip. You can feel every senses, you can feel your skin, your body, because that puts you here and now in this material world, in this physical existence that is important for you. Probably you are a very emotional person, you live your life from the heart, but right now at this moment that is not encouraged. To live it from heart is not encouraged. To live it from practical things, that is encouraged. So this is what I have, little bit of harsh reading, not harsh, but yeah, I mean, if you are an emotional person, then I know I don't like being told to stop my emotions and focus on practicality. So it can be harsh for people who are also like that. So thank you so much, pile number 4. I hope you liked the reading, and please comment down below and like if you liked it. Subscribe and share with other people. Also tell me, what do you want me to make videos on, what topics do you enjoy, and what else. Just share your experiences and we can have a chat in the comment section down below. Thank you so much guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you and good night.